Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So it's been a couple of weeks since I have updated you all, and life has been hectic in our household. I suppose that with 4 kids it is always pretty crazy, but it has been especially crazy the last few weeks with everything that has been happening. Now I wanted to fill you all in, and the purpose of today's vlog is to kind of give you a little bit of more background information in regards to my recent surgery, what's happened, and just be super transparent with you all. This topic is very controversial in the fact that obviously it's my breasts, which is a private area of mine. However, I feel like it's something that I really need to share with you because it does impact my own health and fitness journey and my workouts and everything, and at the moment it is consuming my life. So it's something that I have to kind of bring light to and explain to you all how I'm feeling, what happened, and where I'm kind of going from here. Now, for those of you that have been following along for a little while will know that I've had nothing but trouble with my implants pretty much from the get-go. So I do have another vlog on that, which goes into a lot more depth, but basically I had the PIP implants, which were the dodgy industrial grade silicone implants put in, and unfortunately they ruptured and leaked. Now, fast forward almost 10 years, and I'm still having the same kind of issues, all kind of surrounding that first incident. Now, I know that with most people when they get implants, their goal is because they want bigger bust size. However, please remember that everybody is different. For me, I had a reduction and a lift. Now, I required a medical lift because in medical terms, my nipples hung lower than my elbows and pointed down. Super sexy, I know. And yeah, I'm pretty certain no men are going to be watching this. I'm not even going to care anyway, and that my husband is clearly well aware of it. However, I wish that I could show you the photos and how bad it actually was. And I guess what's happened leading up. Now, out of respect for my husband and his privacy and his wishes, I'm not going to post any before and after type photos. However, it's hard because it's like, if you were my girlfriend and I was sitting down with you having a chat right now, I would show you these photos because it's been such a huge part of my life and my couple of months. So yeah, no before and after photos. However, this particular time, so I had surgery 2.5 weeks ago after I had the twins, because my implant had rotated and ruptured my right side. And then after that surgery, I had an infection and my body basically just didn't cope with anything foreign in my body, and it started spitting the stitches. Now, they spat one by one, and because I've had to have a lollipop lift, the stitches are going in a row down, and basically it just opened up and wasn't great, and it was a big gaping hole for quite a few months, and that was 2.5 years ago. So this time I've been really cautious to not let that happen again, and in particular this time, the reason that I had to have this surgery, so I actually went in and decided that I was going to have this surgery about a year ago, and that's when it really started to become bad. However, due to my life, I've been competing for the last 18 months straight, that I just couldn't justify taking that much time off work. So I booked it in for August in September of last year and kept pushing it back and pushing it back. And then suddenly here I am in August and the year has just flown past. So what I will show you is in this photo, you can see here, this implant has literally fallen out of the socket. So it fell all the way out of my chest muscle and kind of was just drooping there and dangling. Now, I will just put an amazing disclaimer on, and not an amazing disclaimer, but a disclaimer in regards to my surgeon, who is incredible, and none of this has to do with him. It is simply my body and all of the other previous surgeries to get me to this point. So I've been with the same surgeon now for the last 2 surgeries, cannot fault him, I just love him. So definitely not him in any way, shape or form, it is just my body. Now there's been a lot of talk recently in regards to BII, breast implant illness, and have I personally had any sort of experience with that, and it's it's hard because I definitely agree with it, and I definitely feel like it's something that might be real. When I went in to see my doctor, I discussed that with him, and I discussed the possibility of having my implants taken out. Now for me personally, because I've always been big busted, I would just love a little tiny B cup. But without showing you the images, it's hard for you to get the grasp around the head of, I have so many scars now that I cannot achieve that. So if they took the implants out, there's nothing left. So I've had to have my pec muscle scraped, and there's so many crisscross stitches that it's just, yeah, it's not an option for me now. I, in hindsight, would have never had the implants put in, but I feel like that's something that is a lesson that I have learned, and I've definitely learned the hard way. And I guess, like everything in life, you live and you learn, and you kind of grow from the experiences that you have. So I had a lift and a reduction first because my implants were so big, but they were also so saggy. So I don't regret the lift, I just regret those initial implants. Now the other thing is that a lot of people assume that the complications may arise from having a dodgy surgeon, or going overseas, or going on the cheap. Now in no way, shape or form have I ever gone on the cheap. And in fact, most of my surgeries have cost between $20,000 and $25,000. So definitely not cheap $5,000 overseas jobs. So the risks are definitely there, even with the most amazing surgeons. So you just never know how your body is going to respond. So the solution this time, my doctor has come up with an incredible solution, in the fact that because my pec muscle, my pec wall had to be scraped so severely when I did have those PIP implants and the ruptures and the industrial grade silicone throughout my entire body, that he built me a pec, a mesh wall and a pec so that it's not going anywhere, along with three-prong stitches, so that it's stuck in place. But I've really been listening to him in regards to the non-exercise. So this week is 3 weeks since my surgery, and I am definitely missing the gym. I'm missing the feeling of exercise. I want to get back in there so badly. But last time I feel like it wasn't anything that I did in regards to exercise or the way that I was moving, but I feel like maybe because I was sweating and it was summer, the heat and the sweat got it infected, which certainly didn't help. So this time I have definitely been listening to all of the precautions, and I have not been exercising at all, not even walking, which is definitely taking its toll on me mentally, because I do normally work out quite a bit, that it's been really hard to kind of adjust to not working out, as well as the mental side of things. I guess for me and my hobbies and lifestyle, with 4 kids and a business, working out is the only time that I get that is just me. So that's been a really big shift and a really big change. Now back onto the breast implant illness. Now I do know a lot of friends and a lot of people who have had their implants taken out recently with amazing results, and they've had a lot of symptoms like ringing in the ears, or constantly tired, things like that. And they have said that after a couple of weeks their symptoms are completely gone. So yeah, there is that side of things that I think to be very cautious of. It's not amazing to have something foreign inside your body. But yeah, so my implants have not actually changed this time. All he needed to do was push it up and create that mesh wall and that mesh barrier. I know a lot of people said, oh my goodness, your boobs are so much bigger, which is not the case in any way, shape or form. And yeah, if it was up to me, I'd be a small little B cup, and I would not go any bigger in any way, shape or form. I actually really don't like big boobs. I look at girls with just a tiny little A cup and just dream or wish that that could be me. minus all of the scars. So yeah, I guess this is just my story and my journey and what I'm going through, and everybody is completely different, and I don't think that there's any right or wrong. I think that it's just, yeah, what's right for you, and as long as you're happy with your body and how everything's going, then I don't think that there's anything wrong with the choices that you're kind of making. So I hope that gives you all a little bit more insight into why I've just had my surgery, and it came around so quickly that I don't feel like I had enough time to mentally prepare for the surgery before I knew it. So I had gotten back from Mexico shooting our Salas campaign, and then we had the BOD weekend, and then I went into surgery on the Wednesday, 2 days after the BOD weekend, that it kind of just, I woke up and I was like, oh my goodness. And I have a lot coming up in the next couple of weeks and a couple of months as well that require me to be at my absolute peak. So I've had 3 weeks off training, and in that time as well, a lot of people were asking me in regards to my macros and how I was kind of dealing with that, whether I was lowering my macros. I felt like mentally for me, the last 18 months I have been competing season to season to season, back to back to back, and I needed to give myself recovery time and just a break. So I've actually had a complete diet break for the last 3 weeks, as well as training. So in regards to a diet break, I haven't tracked macros, I haven't calorie counted, I've just been eating intuitively and just trying to recover the best I can. So really listening to my body with what it's craving, because I kind of feel like if I was craving something, my body is obviously needing it. Now, I haven't got clearance to train or exercise yet. However, I will start walking and getting a bit more active because I just feel like I really need that in my life. And yeah, I hope that that answers a lot of the questions that I have been getting. But in regards to the background story, head to my other blog. It is on my YouTube. It is maybe 2 years back, because that gives you the insight into the previous surgeries and what I had to go through before this surgery. But yeah, thanks everyone for your support. Definitely wasn't a cosmetic surgery, although I guess it's technically classified as a cosmetic surgery, as much as I had no choice in getting it done. But yeah, thanks everyone for your love and support. I really appreciate it, and hopefully I will be back fitter than ever in the next couple of months. And hopefully I will be doing the next BOD Restart, which is actually not now until 2019, but yeah, I can't wait to be doing some pull-ups and some upper body stuff again, and yeah, really be smashing it out. So thank you everybody for your love and support, and as always, make sure that you comment below if you want me to answer anything, and like, subscribe. Bye.